test. There we go. All right. So this is devOSH Live. We had a pretty good lineup for today. So hang on to your seats. There was ping from Fixer saying he might be able to drop in. He was going to come in and talk about devECO.io for a little bit longer, but I think he had something come up. So that's that. So we got Jeremy on the YouTube stream. Good. We got somebody. All right. So let me pull up some kind of agenda or something real quick. All right, and then we can go over here. All right, and then we can add screen share. All right, we just go with the whole screen. Why not? Get to see the magical infinite loop. Whoosh. All right. So somebody, if they jump online, I'm not sure how I'm going to hear it. I have nobody on the call with me, but I will check back periodically and add them to the stage if they show up. So today, devECO.io updates. This is our agenda for today. So I'm thinking the devECO.io updates are going to be delayed by a number of minutes until Fixer appears. Let's see if I can do this without making like a huge mess. Nope. All right, there we go. All right, so instead we can talk about Maker Chip. So Kevin's not going to be able to make it either. They're both busy. So I did get updates from Kevin, and I can share about that project. So we recently got a push to the GitHub repository from Kevin. Let's make sure that we're up to the latest. It's on main. I think this is right. It's on main. Okay. So he added some animations here and like some more documentation. But more importantly, he exported the hardware step files for reproducing the hardware locally. So this MakerChip 2.0 is going to have some CAD files or step files or 3MF. So this will give you the ability to print a chip with the required magnetic holes in the middle. And I was given kind of like the basic how do you work this thing from Kevin. So when you want to print this thing, you can just go to the the chip 3MF file. It's probably easier for most 3D printers. That's what I use for the bamboo printer that I got. I guess that's an update that I don't know if I've shared yet, though I did get a 3D printer from work from their reward program. It is a bamboo P1S with AMS attachment, so it's pretty nice, and I've done a few prints with it. And I actually printed. I did a dry run without the magnets of the chip using my printer. So originally it was stored on a shared site where we could go, and still nobody around. Nope. Okay. I'll shake the chat too. It's kind of cumbersome. I should have used my other screen. Well, I didn't have a lot of time to set up. So it is what it is. All right. So the 3DMF file you can download from here. And if you look at the main page, if you use Onshape, I think it's called. I don't see it being shared here. Let's see. Shape. There's also a shared link that this was originally where it was stored, all the different assets, and he exported them to so that we can access them with our printers. This is I was thinking of pulling the files into FreeCAD to kind of get a better look at them, but it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty much just a cylinder with two hollowed out cylinders in the middle. And it printed okay without the magnets in there. Though, if you don't have magnets on there, there's nothing for the print to adhere to, and it threw a little filament. It was kind of fun to watch. It had like a piece that kind of flung off, and it somehow recovered enough to actually print. But from what Kevin was saying, midway through the print, you hit the stop, you enter a stop, and then once the stop is completed, you can put the magnets in, so into the hollowed out areas. But he also recommended using some glue stick to adhere to the top of the magnets, because magnet's kind of a slick surface. If you add a little bit of glue stick, it'll actually make the print kind of stick to it a little better, which I'm assuming would help so that the printer won't like throw filament when it's going over a hollowed zone. I think you can get away with a gap, but this thing is like, it's got a pretty large gap in here. Let's go ahead and open the file in Bamboo Lab real quick. Let's see if I have that queued up here somewhere. All right. Yeah. That was this guy. All right. Okay. Which is pretty much the 3DMF file from the repository. So you can go to the slice plate, so it gives you an idea of the layers that it's going to have. And then you can shift through the layers with this little scroll bar over here to see the hollowed out section, how the print would kind of go in the middle, and then it kind of finishes off. So I think what I did is I stopped it right here just to do a dry run. So you would, during this part of the print, you can add a, this is going to be different for each one. From what I understand, you can just add a custom G code, or for this guy, you can just say add pause. And that'll allow you the chance to place the magnets and continue the print. Pretty straightforward. I didn't have the magnets that he was using, so I couldn't put them in there. I do have these smaller magnets, but I didn't have time to kind of hollow out the circles a little smaller, or the cylinders. So yeah, everybody should be able to reproduce his work. Pretty straightforward. So you have a different printer, and you have some hacks that that might be required for your printer. It would be good to share them if you're watching. I think this isn't going to be that much different. I think all this software is like kind of scavenged from other projects, but yeah, MakerChip is kind of a go. I think his plan is to bring a whole bunch of these things with extra printing on the outside of them to open source, which is cool. And if you want to make one yourself, it's pretty straightforward. I should update this because this is not how it is inside. It's actually 2 magnets. And then, yeah, all the documentation's here. And if you already have a MakerChip, I think hollowing out your MakerChip might actually be easier to do than to kind of reapply. But yeah, I guess it really depends on how you designed it. And I noticed I actually printed a multicolor, or a multicolor print. I just took one from the see that. Multicolor prints are nice and it works, but it wastes like more filament than it actually uses on the print. And I don't like that very much. And there's some ways around that. When I printed this, the slug with the hollowed out area in the middle, I found that you can just do like layer changes. So just one layer, or you can switch the layer colors. So you, in a way that
Hello.
wastes as much color. Oh, we got Fixer. He jumped on the stream.
Am I? You guys can hear me? Am I here already?
Yeah, you're already in. Let
Yeah,
me.
that's weird. It put me in.
Yeah, well, let me shoot. Oh yeah, you're at the top of the stream. So you're walking around, huh?
Yeah, I'm out at the park.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just talking about MakerChip and my new 3D printer. So I got me a printer, and I'm trying things out, and I'm kind of going over what kind of had to be done to make the print. It was pretty straightforward, for at
Nice.
least for the chip. Just got to add the
Which one did
magnets.
you get? Which 3D printer did you get?
I got a Bamboo P1S. It was like
Nice.
completely free from work
How?
through the rewards
Oh, from work.
program.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. I
Very
didn't
cool.
win it or anything, but it was
How much is a P13?
a P1S is I think it's like, I don't know, it's $500, something like that. Let me check.
Nice.
P1S AMS combo is what I got. So it has,
Look, I'm gonna
yeah, $500.
look. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I think it's also the one Peter Robinson has. Here, let me see if I can do this real quick. How do I change my camera here? 1 second. Can I? How do I flip my camera around? I don't know how to do it. Darn. Oh well.
Yeah, I think it's probably fine. Do you have any way to share from your side, or are you just going to do like a like all audio, talk about what's happening and not show off, and I can show off in the background?
Wait here. Look. 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 Is it?
Hold
Remember this dog that I had when he was a puppy? There he is.
on, let me
Michael.
see.
Got him.
Yeah, so he's back, huh? Yeah, he's kind of an elf, huh?
No, yeah, we're gonna. I think. I think it's more just to give a quick announcement on devico.io. Um,
Okay. You want
so
me to pop
we're getting
open the?
closer to the launch date.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm at the page
Yeah,
now. I'm
so
not even sure about this.
perfect. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting closer to the launch date. I think it's just worth noting that there are going to be some pretty I think pretty awesome announcements that go along with the launch.
Okay.
So anyone who sees this out in the wild before the launch, you're kind of getting access to, I would say, early access to a live platform that you will have only heard of if you kind of like we're here or we're handpicked. So
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome to think about. And the idea here, right? What we've kind of established again, I've said it before in other streams, is that this is a place where your content lives beyond the platform itself. So it is a federated instance and the flagship instance of our open source federation platform called Common Pub. So we built a layer above Activity Pub, and then we established this flagship instance. So the way you can kind of think about it is when you post a piece of content on the platform, it is stored in a server, but it is decentralized across a ledger, and other instances are also storing your content. So if at any point something were to happen like to this platform, your content is safe, and your content can be resurfaced and reclaimed across the entire federation. So this is what's unique about it, right? This makes it. I want to say, I hate using the words future proof, but it is kind of like future proofing your portfolio in an open source way that's federated and decentralized. So you always own it, and you always take it with you, and you don't have to worry about it being misappropriated or misused or taken over by some entity that you did not have a choice in. So it's kind of nice in that regard. So yeah. Other than that, keep an eye on the platform. Sign up if you like. Otherwise, keep an eye on it, and if it ends up being for you, then we'd love to have you on there. And this is kind of, I'd say, like platform for the people. I'm thinking about a slogan, Mike. You got to help me out with this. Fist in the air. Hashtag free the developer. Hashtag free
Free.
developer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll think of
something better.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, think of something.
Just got to create something to rally around. And I think we've kind of done
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah, there will be. So there'll be a few things to rally around, and quite, I think, quite some fun, some fun marketing campaigns to go with it as well. So I think there will be some fun marketing campaigns. We did launch a new LinkedIn page as well. So uh, people are welcome to go declare themselves, add that LinkedIn page to their profile. You can put in, you can put something like, devico.io contributor, devico.io, free developer, whatever you want, right? Go add yourself as a person of the platform on the LinkedIn company page. So yeah. Oh, you're looking for it right now, Mike?
Yeah.
If you go to if you search for devico.io, actually, I think that's just what the name is.
Okay. It's a group. I have a
No,
Devico
no, no.
Foundation.
Yeah, no,
Devico.io is another
yeah,
one.
yeah. devico.io. There you go. You
Yeah.
can see it at the top there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually made you an admin to it,
Yeah,
Mike.
I think I saw that. I think I saw that.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah,
So yeah.
watch this as well if you have LinkedIn
Yeah. Keep an
during
eye
the.
on there.
So we can. I think in the long run, we probably could do streams onto LinkedIn as long as we had, a little bit more legwork into the preparation. I'm spending like 30 seconds before the show starts to get it set up. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of winging it right now. And I don't mind winging it. I don't think that it's that big of a deal. But yeah, cool. Yeah, so if you're into deveco.io, you think it's cool. Um,
it is
just
cool. It is cool,
uh,
regardless whether you think it is. Um,
ah,
uh,
yeah,
but if you don't think it's cool, it's open source, and so we can take in
make your own.
feedback. You can contribute to it through a pull request, add issues, and I think that's the most important thing there. I think it's
Yeah,
cool. If you don't think it's cool, let's make it cool for you too.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
My nose is my nose. I'm out like in nature, and like I'm
Too much pollen for you?
yeah, too much. Look, it's all grass all around me. I don't see
Yeah.
this much nature.
You don't get out much, huh?
Nah. But yeah,
Yeah.
so Mike, I'm gonna give the reins back to you, man. I
Okay.
appreciate you letting me come on here and talk about it.
Okay.
You should click on Keaton's project.
Yeah, I'll definitely fill that out.
Yeah,
After
because
we're done with the maker chip stuff.
yeah, and he added it to the devOSH.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, so he added it to the devOSH. But yeah, I'm about now, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for jumping on, man.
All right, catch you later.
Peace.
Bye.